Imagine this, you walk into confession, you reveal your deepest, darkest secrets, and then your priest has to turn you into the government. Right now, lawmakers in Washington state are trying to get priests to break the sacred seal of confession or go to prison. And this isn't just a Catholic problem. This could be the biggest religious freedom crisis that America has seen in decades. So today I'm going to break down what's happening, what you're not seeing in headlines, and why this fight is not just for Catholics, but for all Americans' right to worship. And the implications are terrifying. So let's dive into it. So what exactly is going on in Washington state right now? Well, lawmakers have proposed legislation to force clergy, specifically Catholic priests, to report anything they might hear about child abuse or neglect in confession. And right now, like in many states, Washington has a law that exempts clergy from reporting anything about child abuse or neglect in the fines of confession. This legal protection protects centuries-long practices, especially in the Catholic Church, where the seal of confession is absolute. But Senate Bill 6298 aims to change that. This bill would aim to end clergy penitent privilege, which would make priests have to make a decision. Either report the child abuse or neglect, or face up to a year in prison and up to $5,000 in fines. And people supporting this bill say it's all about protecting children, which is important. We should protect children. But to what extent are we willing to sacrifice our religious freedom? That's the question. But let's zoom out for a second and let's talk about the seal of confession. What is it? Where does it come from? And why is it so important? The seal of confession isn't this made-up Catholic rule. It's been around for 2,000 years. In Catholic teaching, a priest should never ever reveal what is confessed, even when faced with the penalty of law or death. Canon Law 983 says, "The sacramental seal is inviolable. Therefore, it is absolutely forbidden for a confessor to betray in any way a penitent in words or in any manner for any reason. If a priest breaks the seal for any reason, even to save a life, they are excommunicated from the church." So this is a very serious offense, because in short, the seal of confession is a non-negotiable. You have to follow it. And it's not just in Catholicism. There are many other religions where there's confidential confessions. So if this precedent is set, where does it stop? Does it keep going? Does it infringe on other religions' freedoms? That's the scary part. But even if you're not a Catholic, this should definitely scare you. Because the bigger question is, does the government get to decide what is sacred in your religion? Because today it's just confession, but tomorrow it could be something else in a different religion. And the rabbit hole could keep going until we don't have any religious freedom. Because religious freedom isn't just about worshiping in a building. It's about following the faith, even if it contradicts law. And the First Amendment guarantees that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Courts have upheld clergy penitent privilege for centuries, because the government doesn't get to redefine what faith means to you, or to force religious leaders to become a part of law enforcement. In 1813 in New York, for the first time, clergy penitent privilege was made legal and protected. And then almost every state followed suit and made laws to protect the clergy, especially in sacred confession. But now, why is Washington willing to blow it up? And it's an emotional issue. It's to protect the children. But we can do that, and we must do that, by not infringing on religious freedom. But what's next for this bill, and what does it mean for America? As of this recording, this bill has sparked massive debates and heated discussions. Catholic bishops, priests, and religious freedom groups are testifying against it. Washington's lawmakers have made similar proposals in the past, but now it seems like the culture has shifted. The pressure to legislate for child protection is becoming more and more intense, even at the cost of religious freedom. And the scary part is, several other states have proposed similar laws, including California and Vermont. So even if this law in Washington does not pass, it seems like the idea is not going away anytime soon. And we've seen in history that once people lose their religious liberty, it's almost impossible to regain. But this isn't just a Catholic problem, it's an American problem. Because if a government can force priests to violate the seal of confession, who's to say what they can do in your sacred place? Whether you're Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, Muslim, you should be scared right now. Because the government's telling us right now that they get to decide what is sacred in your religion. So it's really important to stay informed and speak up. The First Amendment is only as strong as we're willing to make it. So we can't just stay silent when this is going on. But thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments.